was one thing that that a lot of players, younger players, be saying, and they always say, yeah, they wasn't as skilled, or they wasn't, they weren't really aggressive, or they were aggressive, but we'll still just run circles around them. Like Anthony Edwards said about,
I saw that
about MJ and them saying, MJ was
it's
the
just
only
tough because it's weird because I have 15-year-old kids, and then obviously Anthony Edwards is in his early 20s, and I feel like, and I don't think it's in a disrespectful way, I feel like these new players, younger players, don't understand or respect what came before them because there's so much other shit going on this. So we don't have time to learn the past. We just know what's current and how to stay current, and we got to do our jobs. Yeah. So I don't even fault them for that because there's just so much other shit going on. So I don't think they respect the history of what came before them. You know what I mean? Like, my generation definitely always wanted to pay homage to who, but I feel like with this new, and this is not even a knock on the new generation, like I said, because there is so much shit going on, but I don't think they do their homework like they need to do their homework. But what I will say is this is definitely the most skilled generation of all time. Yeah. Because it's just a different game now. All these kids are doing one-on-one, head-down drills, but I also feel like a majority, not all of them, a majority lack the IQ of the game. Like, if you don't have the ball in your hands, they don't know what to do. And back when we played, like, we mastered moving and cutting and screening and knowing how to play without the ball. So this generation is super skilled, but if they don't have the ball in their hands, they kind of lock up. You know what I mean? So it's just like there's a trade-off for all the talent and athleticism for today. But, I mean, with all that said, I still love where the game is and what's going on with the game. But, like I said, I just don't think these younger players understand what happened back then because they don't take the time to learn it.
Yeah, Magic Johnson didn't like that. He's like, I ain't finna respond. He ain't got no championship.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna ruffle a lot of people's, you're gonna ruffle a lot of people's feathers. But I love Anthony Edwards. I think he has the opportunity to be the face of the league. He's a very talented, young, confident motherfucker that backs it up. You know what I mean? So he's young right now. He's probably gonna say some shit that he doesn't mean when he looks back on it. But at the end of the day, man, he's a hell of a player.
Who are some of your favorite faces of the league right now?
I like this young guy. I think people are sleeping on. I think people, because life just keeps moving without you. People forgot how cold Ja was. So Ja's gonna come back and do his thing this year. I see Zion has lost a lot of weight, so he's gonna come and I feel like he's gonna play more games and hopefully stay away from that crazy girl that be out here trying to talk crazy on him and just focus on hoop and do his thing.
Because she got too much ass. He probably like, God damn.
Have you seen her stand up? That shit look like two toothpicks with motherfucking cotton balls on top of them motherfuckers. That shit is ridiculous, bro. that shit is so out of pocket. Oh, man, I ain't talking bad about I'm sorry. I ain't talking bad about nobody. But come on, man. You can't be out here doing and talking and doing that. That shit is just foul what she's doing, man. Like, nobody's perfect.
But it's so much temptation with these young niggas and there's so many girls.
You touched on a good point, bro. That's what when you talk, if you watch basketball talk, the one thing you'll hear, you hear KG say, you hear us say, there's no vets no more. Like, when we came in the league, there was dudes that's 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Whether they played or not, they just helped in that transition of this part of your life.
Coaching you real quick.
You know what I mean? The pitfalls off the court and how to move with these women and you know what I mean? And dress and they don't have that no more. Like, now they want all young people that have potential. So you don't have the older dudes on the bench no more. They're kind of the Udonis Haslams, the Andre Iguodala's. Like, those teams were always good because they had vets. These young kids are almost the blind leading the blind. These young talented kids with nobody to listen to and nobody to respect are kind of just doing whatever the fuck they want. So
yeah, because it's all Instagram models. These niggas is 20 and these bitches is 40. Like, they don't even matter as long as it's pretty. You know what I mean?
It's a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
That's hard, man. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm glad I missed out on that era. Like, we used to have to go out, and we were just talking about this the other night. We used to have to, like, go out there and get it, nigga. We had to write numbers on our hands, on our finger, put it on the napkin. Like, that's how we started.
Damn.
You know, that's how we started the game. You know, we used to have to work. Like, I feel like this generation doesn't really know how to talk to nobody because they're so used to this.
And them contracts is big, so they going right out there tricking.
Right. Off the rip.
Off the rip. What you need?
That's a lot of money, bro. Hey, they're making a lot of money, bro. This new deal they just signed, these dudes, you're going to see $500 million deals.
Man,
It's cold.
yeah, that is crazy.
I got 6 sons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Coming down the pipeline. One of them motherfuckers gonna hit. Yeah. One of them motherfuckers gonna hit. Yeah. One of these motherfuckers gonna hit. I missed that money. Somebody gonna get it.
Somebody gonna get
Somebody's gonna get it.
Sure.
Somebody's gonna get it.
At minimum, that's wild, man.
So none of them has said, I don't want to play basketball.
No, I'm not a dad that pushes anything. Like the twins will tell you, like I didn't push the twins until they loved it. They played video games and fucked around and did whatever they wanted. Like they grew up around it, so they always had an IQ for it. They're in the locker room with Kobe and Chris Paul and Blake and CP and Steph and KD, and they grew up around that shit. They grew up in those locker rooms, so they liked it. But they're kids and they were, consumed by the internet. So they're 15 now, maybe like 12 and a half. Almost 13, they're like, Dad, we want to start training, and that's when they started training. But I wanted them to love it, and I didn't want my love to push them to do what they didn't want to do. So,
how do you like when you think you have to have that talk with them? Like, look, man, she only like you because of what you doing, homie. The temptation is crazy. The genuine, it might not never be genuine, bro.
We touch on those right now. They're both with their first love right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I took one approach, but then I had to walk that approach back and respect the fact it's their first love. You know what I mean? We all had our first love and know that kind of come and go, but you can't tell me nothing about my first love at that time. You know what I mean? That shit meant everything. So I had to kind of just respect where they're at with it and understand that, everything ain't meant to last forever, and people are for phases of your life, and they may come back around, but you got to continue to evolve. So, the people you with may not be there when you get there, but you started with may not be there, but the right ones will. You know what I mean? So I try to give them a little bit of game here and there, but they also have to experience it for themselves.
Right.
Yeah, right, man. I don't want to have. I gotta have that talk with my son. Like, look, man.
When you gonna tell him? What age he gonna be when you sit him down?
They trying to fuck you, bro.
Yeah, look, sometimes
They need the purse.
is he gonna be like this? Your daddy big time. How you big time? They trying to get.
Let me see the bitch.
Hey, cause I can imagine your son. I can imagine your son bringing a girl to his house like, we got an elevator. Like, hey, boy, that's how your son girl's gonna be looking. My boyfriend got an elevator.
I'm finna get that nigga for the chip.
Hey, yeah. Oh, his daddy the YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him for the drink.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Well, hold on, what we drinking? We drinking this?
You can drink whatever.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. We got Matt Barnes in the building, man. We gonna take another shot, man. We've been in this motherfucker almost 2 hours. I know you usually doing 45 minutes. Huh?
No, I got time, bro. I told my girl what I'm gonna come do. I came to kick it, man. So we can do what y'all need to do.
Oh, it's live. She probably watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
No,
Yeah, shout out.
No.
Like he ain't watching y'all niggas. She ain't y'all together.
She's pregnant.
Pregnant. She's wrangling 5 other kids.
She ready
so
she ready to have that baby.
What do y'all have
Is she
in a boy
9
or
months?
girl?
Another boy, and she's 9 months, bro.
So do you have any girls or her
So
daughters?
her daughter's the only girl. So I have 4 sons. Well, it's gonna be my 4th son. I got the twins, and then me and her have Ashton together, and we have about to have Austin together. Then she had 3. She has a 13-year-old daughter, 12-year-old son, and 10-year-old son. So just one daughter.
Just boys.
All boys.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And my sister has 4 boys. It's crazy. So my brother has a girl and a boy, but I guess we just make boys.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. I want a daughter bad though, for real. I really want a
I was
daughter.
gonna say.
You didn't even get me one.
Oh, I did it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I
Just
told
left
you
you
to
hanging
give me a
right
cup.
there.
Man,
I told you to
fucking
give me a
around, man.
cup.
I only sipping anyway. Don't even worry about it.
Because I was gonna ask, do you think any of your daughters will go to the WNBA, and how you feel about that?
She loves basketball. She's got to work. I tell her, I don't sugarcoat shit, but I keep things like age appropriate. Like I just tell her now, like you got to work if you want to get better.